Hello, my name's Jnanavaca, and I'm here to tell you about a new series of evenings at Dharma Night on Monday nights from the 8th of February all the way to the end of March. We've called it the 4 myths of the Dharma life, or 4 myths of the spiritual life. It's a really interesting topic. What we're going to be exploring is how do we relate to enlightenment? How do we conceive of the goal of Buddhism, but also the path leading to enlightenment? So the 4 myths are transcendence, surrender, discovery and emergence. Transcendence, surrender, discovery and emergence. So for example, do we think of enlightenment as outside of ourselves, and we have to move towards it by transcending our limitations, our self-centeredness, for example? Or do we think of it as something that we open up to, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, as some beings, some forces that we surrender our own egotism to? Or do we think of enlightenment as within ourselves, that has to be somehow discovered? Or the 4th myth, emergence, enlightenment is somehow already there, and all we have to do is allow it to emerge by loosening, relaxing, surrendering, surrendering's the wrong word, loosening, relaxing our self-clinging. Now, each of these approaches is valid, and each is limited. Each is sort of partially true and partially not true. They're myths in the sense that they're metaphors. Each of them can be found in the Buddhist tradition. The Buddhist tradition sometimes seems to be on the surface contradictory. Sometimes it says just relax, sometimes it says no, you need to strive. How do we make sense of those contradictions? These myths will give us a way in, a model to see how to approach the Dharma life, but also to beware of the pitfalls. Each of these myths comes with pitfalls. They have advantages. They also have pitfalls, like a front and a back. And if we're not aware of the back of each myth, we might be attracted to the myth of striving, of transcendence, of growth. But if we're not aware of the back of that myth, the disadvantages and pitfalls, then we're likely to fall into those pitfalls. So over the next 8 weeks, we'll be exploring a group of us. So there's Akashamitra, Kuslasara, Garbhavati, Sakyadasa, Subhadramati, and myself. We're going to be exploring them, the front and the back, the pros and the cons of each myth. If you can, I'd really urge you to come to the whole thing, the whole series. Catch up if you can't be there live. That's because the whole framework, the whole model, it's like pieces of a jigsaw. So although the evenings will stand alone, they'll form a larger model that you'll only really be able to get a sense of if you follow each of the evenings. So I'd very much hope to see you there. I'm really excited about this way of talking about the Dharma, and I think it's really, really useful, as well as just very, very interesting. So hopefully see you there, the 4 myths of the spiritual life. Thank you.